has issued advisory for its citizens leave Iran now. States and advisory issued by the virtual embassy of the USA in Iran. Protests across Iran are escalating and many may turn violent, resulting in arrests and injuries. Increased security measures and road closures, public transportation disruptions and internet blockades are ongoing. Have a look.
I think President Trump is not hiding American involvement in the demonstration in Iran. Whether it is the American or the Israelis are openly saying that they are supporting and instigating the street of Tehran to go against the regime in Iran. So therefore, the American are also threatening, President Trump threatening to take a military action if the Iranian attack the demonstrators. However, the Americans still using the backdoor diplomacy when we could see that the Oman ambassadors of foreign affairs have visited Iran and have conveyed the American messages and also took with him the message from Iran that if the American thinking of attacking Iran, then the American interest in the region will be a legitimate target for the Iranian.
Siddhant, back to you. I guess you have interacted with some Iranian protesters as well. Do you have any idea of how many US citizens are believed to be in Iran currently and what practical options do they realistically have to leave given flight suspensions and border conditions?
Well, again, optics, I would say, because US doesn't have active embassy in Iran. In fact, there have been multiple advisories for the US citizens traveling to Iran or in Iran from a very long time. So, issuing this statement or a fresh advisory holds a very little value because Americans usually avoid traveling to Iran or Americans staying in Iran. It is very unlikely. But as I said, that the optics, messaging, matter to the Trump administration a lot. So now this virtual embassy of the USA in Iran has come up with a statement saying that consider departing Iran by land to Armenia or Turkey, and uprising people of the protest across Iran, escalating and may turn violent, resulting in arrest and injuries, increased security measures, road closures, public transportation disruption, internet blockades. So as I said, that this very little value because there are already existing advisories, warnings for US citizens, those who want to travel to Iran by some route or are in Iran. So it holds very little value because both countries are the adversaries from a very long time, not something new, rather what word is written. As I said, it's more of messaging optics that look, we are also issuing. It will more pressure on Iran.
Right.
That the
Siddhant,
US is saying that it will withdraw the citizens, etc. It means that US could conduct strikes, things like that. Maybe that is the message sent to Iran.
Right, absolutely. But it's very important to understand. If you remember last year, US had struck Iran, its nuclear bases. Now, do you think US is a tad bit more focused on Iran right now because of concerns that last year's US strikes failed to fully degrade Iran's nuclear program, especially amid reports that, the enriched uranium was moved to an undisclosed location right before it was struck?
Well, right. In fact, there were multiple reports, right, last time, suggesting that the material which was underground was not damaged in the U.S. Strikes, but there was nothing which was either confirmed or denied by the U.S. government officially. So a general understanding, Sukanya, is that U.S. definitely can conduct strikes at any given point in time in Iran, given the tech superiority U.S. has, the capabilities they possess. But if I go by the statements by the press secretary and President Trump in last 24 hours, if I go by these statements, then they are giving diplomacy a chance. Trump said that Iranian leadership is reaching out to us. Uh, Press secretary at White House also confirmed that President Trump is giving diplomacy a chance. The Iranian leaders say something else on camera, but when they reach out to the United States, the approach is different. Then, in fact, some media outlets are also reporting that Iran could open up the discussion over the nuclear issue with the United States, perhaps just like the way they did last time in the Trump administration, and the last moment Trump administration walked out of the deal. So maybe to engage Americans, Iran will propose something to the Americans. So the back channel is on, diplomacy is on. Let's see. Let's see what unfolds in Iran.
Right, absolutely, Siddhant. Thank you so much for sharing that very crucial input with us. Viewers, CNN News 18's